What's going on, guys? So if you're new here to the channel and you're enjoying the content that we're putting out, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share, and enable notifications. That way you never miss out on any of the Naruto lore-based topics like the video that we're getting ready to get into today. And if you accidentally scrolled onto this video by accident, or the YouTube algorithm brought you here and you have no idea what Sasuke Jinraiden is, I recommend going down to the homepage of the YouTube channel, scrolling down to the Naruto novel section, and clicking on the playlist that is titled Sasuke Jinraiden, and you can start those videos from the very beginning and get caught up. That way you can enjoy these awesome conversations that we're having here today. So getting right into it, this is the de facto climax of the Sasuke Jinraiden story, because we have Sasuke Uchiha fighting against Roen, this seemingly new tailed beast. While it isn't technically a tailed beast in the sense that it's not the one tails, two tails, three tails, etc., it's something that has the size of a tailed beast. It is towering over this village. It's destroying everything in its sight. It is absorbing the chakra of everybody, and because Roen is linked to the young boy Kina, who Sasuke is very attached to in the story, Sasuke is running on a timer because he knew he had 10 minutes to try and get this tailed beast defeated and work with Kina's brother Rishi in order to try and get it sealed away. Well, that fight that Sasuke had against all those rogue ninjas and the battle that Sasuke's been engaging in with Roen has dragged on to the point to where they now only have less than 5 minutes to try and defeat it. And I love this right here because we're seeing that Sasuke, even without his eyesight, like he did against those ninjas that he was fighting, Sasuke is doing very well, even though he's in a battle and in a situation against a being that is as large as a tailed beast and as deadly as Nue that you saw in the Boruto era. Roen has the appearance of a wolf and a tiger type hybrid, and it has all these tentacles that are sprouting from its back, and much in the same way that Nue is absorbing chakra, this thing, the moment that it's making contact with you, it's draining out your chakra very quickly. And Sasuke's in a situation where, because he tested out the medicine that Itachi was taking, Sasuke already is having trouble staying upright, but he also is having issues with his vision because of the drugs that he was taking. And so because Sasuke can't clearly see right now, you would think he's at a disadvantage, but that doesn't stop Sasuke, because Sasuke's using all of his other senses to try and combat this beast. And I gotta say, this is such a heartwarming battle, because there's something that happens at the end of this battle that's really going to touch you guys. It's really going to touch you guys when you get to the tail end of this. But I gotta say, this is something I really wish that we would have seen in the Naruto Shippuden anime, because this really makes you appreciate what Sasuke could do, and it kind of makes you see why Obito is looking at Sasuke saying, I could probably send this kid after Tail Beast and he'll be able to capture it. So we're just gonna go right into it, and what I'm gonna do now is begin reading the scene from the novel, then come back to you guys my thoughts, and it's here I'm gonna begin quoting. I was feeling a sense of uneasiness in my eyes. Stoop, Reishi shouted. With bloodshot eyes, Reishi put his hands in position and said, spiritual communication of the tiger and the wolf. You idiot, calm down, you're too far, I shouted. In the blink of an eye, a dark purple smoke enshrouded everything. Holding my breath, I leapt and I dove into that thick mist. Smoke swallowed me and closed ominously behind me. I swiftly put my hands in position, opened a breach, and unleashed my chakra upward. Fire style, great dragon fire flame jutsu. The energy generated morphed into a dragon and cleft the sky. Thunderclaps gathered and discharged electric energy, venting in violent thunderclaps. Then Reishi came to his senses. What are you doing, Sasuke? What are you gonna do? Don't make me repeat it 100 times. I want to knock out that monster, I shouted. The wind rose, bringing in rain with it. I felt in my hand the energy of the electricity-laden clouds. Roen, attracted by the greater cylinders, was slowly heading towards the guards. This'll knock it out for sure, I shouted. At that moment, however, something altered my five senses. The rocks, hurled ceasingly, exploded with a huge bang every time they hit an object. The rumbles of the blast resonated in my ears. Because of that turmoil, as well as with my sight, I started to have a problem with my hearing too. I can't locate its position with precision. Lead me, I shouted to Reishi. Reishi immediately responded. To your right, 3 o'clock. It may be about 50 meters. I focused my nerves onto the spot that he told me. Following my senses, I positioned myself. 2:30. 49 meters. The rain started pouring more strongly and bolts of lightning streaked in the night sky. Every time a rock hit it, Roen went mad and flew into a rage, but it was a far cry from being overwhelmed. It went forward without hesitation until the guards were within its range with the claws. Clearly defeated, the men screamed in panic. "Oh no, the great cylinder's useless! Run!" Rowan's tentacles stretched out to the fleeting guards. The blows, randomly shot by the cylinders, were causing a deafening noise. In spite of this, I was sure I could perform the technique perfectly. Rowan's chakra was more and more powerful. It was more ominous. Linked to me, the thunders in the sky were rolling like a dragon while the voltage increased. I aimed at Rowan's snout. "Don't get too full of yourself, you monster. Kirin," I said. My technique and the bullet of the great cylinder were shot at the same time. "Damn it," I said. The world around me became so white and dazzling, I couldn't discern anything. A violent explosion made the earth shake. The soil lifted. The rocks shattered into 1,000 pieces. And the smell of trees filled the air. Reishi and I jumped towards the beast. "Did I strike him?" I said. Under the pouring rain, I kept my eyes fixated on the dust that was surrounded by Rowan. In my ears, the rumble of the explosion kept resounding like a bell. "What's happening, Reishi? Did I hit him?" No answer was needed. Thunderously, cutting through the air, a tentacle suddenly seized me. "Damn it, it avoided my attack," I said. I drew my sword, and I severed that sort of snake that coiled around me with a single blow. However, the back of that creature produced a new one. The moment I got distracted looking at the scene, the beast used its tail to seize me again. I shouted while I was thrown to the ground. "Sasuke!" At the edge of my field of vision, I saw Reishi's silhouette appearing. Still holding me with its tail, Reishi threw me between its fangs. When the sharp jaws cut me in half, the numerous black crows soared into the air. "Calm down, I'm here," I told Reishi, placing my hand on his shoulders. "Sasuke, are you alright?" He looked like he had no idea what was happening. "I wouldn't say that. It stole a lot of my chakra," I answered, kneeling on the ground. "The part hit by the tentacle will immediately start to dry up. Take this, Sasuke. It should help you feel better," said Reishi, pulling a pill out of his pocket. I took the medicine. The pain went away quickly, and I felt the remaining chakra gather in the open wounds. "The injured parts have recovered," I said. Doing this, however, I reduced my chakra to a minimum. With the smoke rising from the back, Rowan headed again to the heart of the village. "Damn it, if only that rock hadn't gotten in the way," I said. Once again, the world had deceived us, only to delude us a few seconds later. "How long do we have left?" I asked Reishi. 2 or 3 minutes, Reishi said. End quote. And I gotta say, you're probably wondering, wait a second, did Sasuke get bitten? What happened here? So essentially, Sasuke was in that beast's mouth. It was getting ready to clamp down on him, and Sasuke did the same thing that Itachi did. Itachi uses those crows as a substitution jutsu. Sasuke did something very similar, which is very fitting just given the fact that we're in a village where Itachi Uchiha not only protected this shrine, but also used to come to. Sasuke feels a strong attachment to this shrine, to this village, simply for the fact that this was some place that was special towards Itachi. And Sasuke keeps going back and forth between that feeling of wanting to destroy Konoha and then also wanting to stay here, see what it was that made Itachi feel so attached, and then also that attachment that he feels towards Kina, as well as the attachment that he feels towards Reishi, who reminds him of Itachi. He's fighting alongside of him. He's getting that feeling that he's fighting beside Itachi all over again. And what I like about this is that by whipping out that crow like that, it just kind of shows that even from beyond the grave, which is going to be very important, even from beyond the grave, Itachi still has some level of influence over Sasuke right now. And taking things a step further, this battle was very interesting because over time you start seeing Sasuke as he's relying on his other senses. His eyesight is slowly starting to come back. He's able to make out some of the shapes and everything. And what I like about that is that Sasuke's begun to transition from understanding how Itachi was forced to fight to also whipping out the very jutsu that he developed to try and defeat Itachi Uchiha when he used the Kirin. And what I like about this is that both times that Sasuke tried to use Kirin in this timeline so far, once against Itachi and then now against this creature Roen, both times the jutsu failed. And the reason why, and I've talked about this before, but Kirin is a jutsu that Sasuke model in order to pass judgment on people that he deemed to be wicked? Well, the fact is that in the real world, Kirin is based off the Chinese mythology Qilin. Qilin is a beast that's meant to pass judgment on those who are evil creatures. When Masashi Kishimoto used this when Naruto's manga was weekly, Sasuke used it, and that was foreshadowing that Itachi was actually a good guy because Itachi survived the attack, and it's the same thing that you're going on here. Sasuke tried to use Kirin against Roen, but because Roen is something that is connected to Kina, if Sasuke used it and did mess around and kill Roen, he would have ended up killing Kina as well. And so you're seeing that once again, we're seeing how there's more to it than what meets the eye. So I thought that was a nice little tie back right there. And one other thing here is that Sasuke right now, upon realizing that he's starting to lose chakra and that he's running out of time to try and save Kina, Sasuke is looking at this creature that's the size of a tailed beast that is linked to a child that Itachi viewed as being a younger version of Sasuke, and that rage is starting to build up because Sasuke more than anything wants to be able to aid Reishi in order to save his brother, much in the same way that Itachi tried to save Sasuke. That's what I mean when I say that there's a lot of conflicting emotions right here. So what I want to know from you guys is, how do you guys feel about this battle that you've seen right here? Let me know down in the comment section below. But as always, guys, like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.